talk about my Substack post because I'm talking about my art process. This is weird. I don't like staring at myself while I'm talking. Yes. So give me a second. 8 steps, 9 steps. Alright. First one is absorb. So what have you seen and how does it affect your art? So I really like this one. Every day you're like seeing shit around you that could be art, could become inspiration, and that's, I don't know, it's one of my favorite things, is that, I don't know, you can kind of tell. I enjoy surrounding myself with bullshit and random things that I like, and a lot of that is because it inspires me towards working towards more art in the future. And so, yeah, I like to cover all of my stuff in stickers, as you can tell, all of my random shit. Yeah, so that is absorbing, and it's not just like, it's not even doing it on purpose. You know, you could wake up and spend your entire day in like a completely white room, blank white room, and it would still be, you're still absorbing that. That still goes into the future inspiration. Like, I don't know, think about like 2020, how everyone was stuck inside. Like, that was still, so much art came out of that. So much feeling like, oh, I don't know, everything is inspiring in a weird way, even when it's inspiring because it sucks. So, yeah. Oh, a lot of that is also like things with my Tumblr, howdy, and my Pinterest and my Spotify, things like that. I love sorting things into groups, and especially because I get so easily inspired with things, I love sorting things and having things I can go back and look at and have inspiration for future projects. And that's a lot of that stuff, like this, I don't want to knock it over completely, this one, this guy. Anyways, success. I love that one because that's for my roots theme on Tumblr, and I just love that because I've been working on that theme for like close to a year now, and I just finally spit out a piece of art related to it. So I just love shit like that. That's so cool to me that I can have all of these things that I am absorbing, I'm categorizing, I know they're going to become future inspiration, but I have no idea how I'll get to that end product, and it's so fun. I love that. This is so weird. Holding in a cough. It's painfully obvious. I'll edit that out. Cut that. Okay. I love weed. Okay. Inspiration versus idea, and what's the motive behind your art? So, for me, fighting the urge to just read off of this because it's just oh my god, the reflection from my laptop. That is. Normally I'm inspired the most by the medium that I want to create in, because I love painting, I love collage, I love poetry, I love a million different art forms, and so a lot of that, when I want to create something, it's because I'm interested in doing that activity, not so much expressing an idea most of the time. I'm finding an idea after I pick what I want to do, but sometimes I do get a strong idea and then I kind of figure out and pick up the pieces. And again, this roots piece was one of those where I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I had just had the idea for so long, and I had a big canvas. I knew that I wanted to do something with it, but I didn't know how to incorporate it. And so that's why this one over here I really like, because I have the clay pieces. So that's clay, and then that's the air dried clay, and then I have jewelry wire using to stitch it to the actual canvas so that it stays. And then there's more stitching up here. I don't know, you probably can't see that at all. But there's more stitching up there, which I really love because, I don't know, I just love incorporating so many different things into projects like that. So I have the canvas and the acrylic paint and the Posca pens, and I used bubble wrap to make all the dots here, which looks so cool. And then, what else did I do on that one? Oh, I printed out the house, the pictures. So just a lot of different things. And that's because I really had no idea where I wanted to go with that one. I just had the idea for the theme itself. I didn't know how I wanted to make it happen. So I love things like that. But then I have projects like, is there anything near me I can grab? Not really. Okay. I'll show a picture. Projects like the blueberry raspberry thingy. And that's just because I wanted to paint. So I didn't really know what I wanted to paint or anything. I just wanted to paint. And so you spit out a blueberry and a raspberry, which I need to do something with. I never finished the shading, and I kind of hate it a little bit, and I don't want to work on it because it's so annoying. It's so annoying. That raspberry, I'm losing my mind. I don't like it. I'm not going to work on it, but I'm just going to keep, it's like I've been staring at it. It's hung up. I can see it, that it's not done, and it makes me mad, but I really don't want to shade it again. Anyways. Yes. I already talked about all of that. Sorry. I'm listening to music. I don't think you can hear it at all, but hopefully not. Okay. Anyways. Brainstorming. Yes. Okay. So this, it's technically a step. It's not a step. I do a lot because, I don't know, I tend to just jump into projects and not think about it because I create so much of everything that I have a lot of random reject projects that I'm like thinking about in the back of my head constantly. I'm not like consciously brainstorming. I do so much of that through just absorbing everything around me. Like I get random ideas and I tuck them into the back of my brain and I don't think about them for months. And then I talk to myself in my room and make a video. So, there you go. Yeah, so I don't brainstorm a lot with my art projects. I kind of just jump in, and that's because a lot of my stuff is based on when I feel like I want to create and not when I have an idea. So a lot of that is just I feel like doing it and I jump in. I don't really have any idea when I start, which is why I think a lot of my stuff looks the way it does, is because I don't normally start with a plan. I just do it. And that is the same thing with the next step, is gathering supplies. Is I do a lot of my gathering ahead of time when I'm done with finishing something else. So, like, all of my paint stuff goes back into its little bucket and goes on my desk or goes into my cabinet thing. And then the next time I open it up and I need any paint, they're all right there perfectly set up, and all the paintbrushes are in a goofy thing. I wish I could grab them. I can take pictures later, whatever. But yeah, I have all my paint storage in a thing so that it's set up, and all I need to do is put it wherever I'm doing art stuff and then put water in the cup. Like, I try to set myself up for success because I know that if I have an idea and I don't do it immediately, I'm going to forget or not care enough to finish it. So, just like this. So, I don't do a lot of gathering supplies, but that's because so much of my life is dedicated to art. Alright. Starting, both the easiest and the hardest step. So true. I'm going to have to cut like 4 minutes of me just not talking because I didn't want to because it's weird. So I'm going to have to edit this video down. But it is, once you start, it is fantastic. I love creating. I love doing stuff with art. There's so many different medias that I love doing. Like, oh, I just love it. So, easiest and hardest step, because making the first move is the worst, especially with painting with a dark color, because if you feel like you're going to fuck it up, but it's like, it's paint over it. There's so many different ways to fix things, especially the first move, because you can flip it over, start over. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Just start. Oh, I know that sounds crazy coming from me, because I haven't started anything ever in my life, but do it. And once you get in the groove of artwork, it is so much easier. I will show pictures right here. Imagine that there's pictures. Okay. Yeah, so once you get in the groove, it's going to be so much easier to actually finish the project. Because with this one back here, I had to get the clay on, and it was a pain in the ass, and I had to wait like a full 48 hours for it to dry, and I didn't want to wait because the next one, distraction stage. But yeah, so you gotta do it. And I had to get in the groove with the clay because it's freaking very annoying. I hate the air dry clay sometimes. But yeah, it was fine. Once it dried and it started cracking, I dealt with it. It's fine. I glued it back together. It's perfect. It looks fine. Sometimes none of my projects want to work at all, because I don't do any prep work. Like I just said, I just jump into it. Yeah. Hi, Funk. Hi, Betty. You are so cute. Okay. Moving on to the next one. Distractions. Alright, distraction. Crucial to creating or devastating. So true. Past me. So this might just be a me thing, but I drink so much fucking water. Constantly. I drink so much water, and constantly. And I have to pee constantly, and it's annoying. But it's one of the best things when it comes to art, because I get so sucked into projects. Like, I will just sit here, like this, hunched over my laptop for so long. It's embarrassing. What time is it? I've been doing this for like 3.5 hours. Just right now. Just today. And I haven't gotten up to go pee or get water. So, probably when I'm done with this will be my distraction time, and then I'll come back with fresh eyes, and I'll edit this stupid goofy video, and be completely embarrassed, and take pictures of all the things that I said I'd take pictures of, because I'm doing all the editing, and I am stupid. So I decided to add things in post. Anyways, yeah, so distractions can be really helpful, because you have to come back with fresh eyes once you've gone and fucked off for however long. I like to do, like, if I can do a half an hour of melty brain time in between, that's normally what I'll do, is I'll go to the bathroom, I'll get water, I'll get something to eat, I'll talk to someone else, and then I'll come back into my room with fresh brain and look at whatever project I was working on and try to see if there's... I don't know if you can hear that, but Funk is scratching his beak on his little sandpaper thing, and it was just so distracting to me. ADHD brain. Okay. Funk, you're being distracting, bro. Okay, yeah. One of the bad things about distractions is that, at least for me, especially for me, I will leave projects for a long time, probably too long, and then abandon them. Okay. Really, I'm just saving them for later. I'll finish it eventually. It's fine. I started because I'm lying. It's fine. I'll finish it eventually. So, yeah. Anyways, distraction is important because then you can come back and do all the finishing touches once you notice that things aren't in the right place or you want to move stuff. Or if you get something like, again with this one, I had to go get different supplies. I got the Posca pens that I use for all the writing, all the little, now you can't see it, all the red writing there is what I used. I used all the Posca pens for that, and I loved that. Those are so good. I can't believe I didn't have them until right now. But, yeah, so finishing touches, and then other things, other projects I've done that I went back and did more. Actually, I do that a lot. I had to fix, I can do the picture there, I had to fix the goofy Better Things Than Morty spinner because I put Rick's arm in the wrong place. They were on 2 different circles instead of on the same part, so after I posted pictures to Tumblr, so that was embarrassing and I had to fix it. No one else noticed but me. It bothered no one but me, but it's fine. And then my other canvas stuff, like the Abigail Hobbs one, any of the ones with the blood I will go back and I'll fix, I'll adjust after it's dried, because when you do the hot glue and you paint it, you get like, it spills onto the canvas where you don't want it, so I just go back in with the black and repaint those edges. But like little things like that, those finishing touches once you come back from distraction time are so important when you're painting. Really, when you're doing anything, collage, stuff like that, re-gluing things that aren't stuck, listening, if you're making like a mixtape, re-listening to it before you actually burn the CD, goofy things like that are important for finishing touches. And then usually I try to leave stuff, if I can do, once, like, after distraction and finishing touches, if I can do, like, I'll sleep on it, not normally, because I'm so excited that I just post it, but I'll sleep on it, and then if the next morning I don't like it, I'll adjust stuff again. Because that's the fun thing about art, is that nothing has to be done. Nothing has to be finished. If I wanted to take everything off all the canvases I've ever done and repaint them all, I could do that, and it's fine. So, yeah, it's fine. I just love stuff like that. So, a lot of my stuff, I can take pictures and show, but a lot of the stuff that I've done, I've edited again through the years, like, later on, which is dorky, but is very fun to do. Then you have stuff that's like, I don't know, I'm a nerd for that. It's like I work together with 16-year-old me to make angsty art. I don't know. It's kind of goofy. Alright. So there we go. I can edit this. And then... Yes, I will edit this. And then I can send it out, I guess. And then see if I want to do another one. I might do another rambly thing. Perhaps. We shall see. If I like this one at all. It might not even get posted. I might hate it and delete it instantly. We will see. Okay. Bye.